it's a good question. It always goes back to the writing for me. And the original piece of writing, Christmas Carol's pretty good. And Les Standiford's book that the script is based on is very good. And then Susan Coyne's script is just gorgeous. And so, it just comes from that. And that's why all these actors have jumped in, because the words on the page were so good. It was a real joy, I have to say. It was a beautiful script, and we managed to get the most amazing actors. And basically, I just said action and got out of the way. It was, it was a really, I have to say, having done this for many, many years, it was a really joyous journey. And I think you kind of see it on the end film. I know, because everyone has this image of Dickens in his 50s with his with his strange little beard wandering around, but in his 30s he was a good-looking, handsome young man, and there's a great portrait of him when he visited America just before our movie set, and he's a handsome man about town, yeah, so, he's perfect casting, yeah.
Great fun, because I love doing sort of it's a classic character, obviously, and I'm used to classic characters, so I just have one more to chalk up on my career as a classical actor. Don't forget that it wasn't, we weren't doing the whole Christmas Carol, only bits, so one brought a kind of civilian who was trying to help out the author. So it was a double. We did bits of Scrooge and bits of whoever this guy was. Our family all grew up on it, so it was part of our life, actually. Every Christmas, the whole idea was Dickens.
I think my love of literature, really, and a love of Dickens that goes back as far as I can remember from listening to Tom Baker's audiobook of Great Expectations was when I was a kid, to now, and watching the Muppet Christmas Carol every Christmas with my kids, But the idea of keeping somebody like Dickens alive, one of the truly great social satirists, at a time where we really need great social satire, I think is very important. We did staged readings at school, but I think I'm going to say Muppet Christmas Carol is probably my favorite rendition right now.
Yes.
For impartiality's sake.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
It was a gorgeous book about how Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. It was deep, it was funny, and we were able to make a great screenplay about it, and here we are with a feature film. Yes.
How about you?
Me, it was fascinating to find out about Charles Dickens. You always sort of imagine Charles Dickens as this old character around this writing desk, and to see a young Charles Dickens, this kind of literary rock star, was really exciting. Part to explore in the movie. Actually, we did research. We went to the National Gallery in London, and they brought up out of their special stash all these old portraits of Dickens as a young man, and they look uncannily like Dan Stevens. So it's really quite amazing. Yeah.